Hey, 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 it's Mikate. Thanks for
We should
tuning on
take a
in.
break after all that running
Today
around.
is another fun stream planned with some lovely, lovely exploration as usual. And of course, we'll be kind of running around Natlan some more. And I know there's also that newer event that came out for Auroron, so we'll probably start with that and then see what we find, which that may very well take up most of our time. But either way, let's get into it without any further ado. Here we go. I have to say, I moved all of my quests, like all of my daily quests, into Sumeru because I was through with Fontaine. I was done with running those. They were annoying me. And things certainly have turned out a little interesting. Okay. Let's go see what he has to say, shall we? And these are definitely areas where I have not been running around hardly at all with like the treasure compass or anything, so I am sure there are plenty of random things around here to find still. There he is.
Once the traveler shows up, everything will get better.
I admire your faith in me. However, that's a lot of optimism. Usually we show up places like right at the start of a crisis. The crisis does get resolved, but usually we don't fix them immediately.
Hey, over here!
Oh, hey there, traveler in Paimon.
So you were looking for us? We came as soon as we heard.
You did. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Is this what happiness feels like?
Honey. Oh. Oh, goodness.
The heck? Where is this coming from?
You are truly the best friends I could ask for. If my vegetables met you, I'm sure they'd grow all the more lush for it.
That is the weirdest compliment ever. I mean, it's sweet. It really is. But my goodness, that's a bit odd, isn't it?
What makes you say that?
Well, it's a compliment. I heard that complimenting people makes them happy. Did it work? Are you happy?
Oh, is that where we're coming from? Okay.
It's that obvious, huh? Well, you're right. I feel like an aphid who can't find a flower. Granny is standing in my way. Yes, Granny's a genius, as you know. Geniuses often stand in the way of others, leading them to despair. And on top of that, I'm her grandson, which means I get a double dose of despair.
I'm pretty sure that's not the point, but okay.
If that sounds serious, it's because it is. So please, help me deal with her.
Oh, what happened exactly? You make it sound so dramatic.
I had to get you involved. Most people can't deal with Granny, and... Of course you can. You were the first person I thought of, Other Granny.
Oh dear.
Granny is what I called you when we first met, and I know I got told off for it, but please, let me off for calling you that one more time.
Oh, what is happening?
It feels like there's something unique about you. Even Granny Seatlali treats you like you're someone special. And everything that's happened since we met suggests it's true. If I had a woven scroll that listed the 40 people who can deal with Granny Seatlali, your name would be at the top of that list.
Uh-huh. Your list extends to 40 people? Honestly, that's more than I would have thought.
Wait, so who are these other 39?
Also the Traveler. The rest of the list is just the Traveler 39 more times.
Oh. Our choices here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to know. What does he call the male version of the Traveler? Like, I gotta figure that out somehow. Because that. Somehow I imagine it being worse.
Please, you've got to help me. This is really important. Although it looks like I'm just hanging around with nothing to do, inside, I'm distraught about the path ahead. Granny Seat Lolly is blocking my way and I can't get past. But now that you're here, I can start moving again before time runs out. You know how much Granny loves to drink, nap, and read light novels, right? If you offer her what she wants, I'm sure you can lure her away.
You mean use those things as bait to distract her so she won't notice what you're up to?
That's right. Don't worry, I won't make you do all the work. I've planned it all out, including what you need to say. All you need to do is walk up to her and tell her this. Dear Granny, I have the latest volume of Mirage Warriors here, along with the special edition spin-off of the case files of Miss Orith. Want to read them together? She'll pretend not to be interested for a few seconds, then think of an excuse to say yes. As long as you're the one doing the fishing, she'll definitely take the bait.
He's just trying to butter you up. Even Paimon can tell. He's just saying whatever it takes to persuade you.
No, I mean it. Granny might not say it out loud, but I can tell she has a soft spot for the Traveler.
If you say so. Paimon's still not convinced. But if all we have to do is say a few words to Seat Lolly, it's hardly putting us out.
It's as easy as watering vegetables, and if my vegetables were here, they'd... Sorry, there's no time for vegetable talk.
Oh, then things must be serious. You know, we still haven't been told what exactly you want to do here that she's standing in the way of, which concerns me, considering your previous choices.
Just trust me. Let me take you to her. With you here, everything will be better.
This plan's a little loosey-goosey on the details.
Don't get hung up on the how. As long as it turns out well, that's all that matters.
Is it up? I think it's down. Yeah, it is down. Since it's on the way, we might as well grab it. Okay. This is right proper middle of nowhere, isn't it?
Huh?
What's the matter?
Are you surprised that she's not in this
It's
random
Granny.
forest clearing?
She's gone.
Probably because you just left her here.
She was standing there at the cave entrance to stop me from going in, standing right in my way.
Oh, you meant literally standing in your way. This whole time, Paimon thought you were being metaphorical.
Granny says it's tacky when light novels use contrived metaphors. I don't want to be tacky.
Wait, but aren't you comparing yourself to a light novel? Isn't that kind of contrived?
Paimon, you're thinking too hard. Also, every time Auroron talks, I want to say out loud who raised you, but we know the answer. And I hate that.
What? Oh, darn it.
Yeah, see, Lolly probably figured there was no point standing in your way anymore. Auroron, whatever it is you so desperately need to do, you're now free to do it.
I don't think it'll be that simple. Granny wouldn't release me from her grasp so easily. She might have laid a trap for me, or maybe when I get inside, I'll get caught by one of her surveillance spells.
What exactly is it that you want to do so badly that you think she's gonna be so against?
Yeah, let alone lay a trap for you. Unless you haven't been up to no good again, have you?
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Uh-huh. Is this another get yourself killed sort of scenario, or just a simple rescue?
Rescue someone? Oh no, what happened?
Could I ask you to go inside and take a look at him? I think he should be safe for now, but he'll be at greater and greater risk as time goes by.
Uh-huh.
But then, what are you going to do?
I'll have to wait outside, or I might fall into one of Granny's traps.
You mean you want us to fall into her traps instead?
No, you'll be fine. Granny's traps will recognize it's the Traveler, so they'll leave you alone. Sure it is. I mean, I've told my aphids all about your heroic deeds, so I assume Granny's told her traps too.
What? Are her traps sentient?
You can't just assume that.
Either way, I'm counting on you, Granny.
Well, sounds like someone's life is at stake, so we should probably head in and check things out.
The mismatch between that voice line and the text happening here. That is, okay. We're just gonna move on from that one. It's like we got half of each of their voice lines. Can we ask him more questions?
Oh, you're the best, Granny. Please, can you go inside and take a look?
Apparently not. We just get pondering Auroron. Well, that's alright, I suppose.
Guess we just keep following this path? Auroron seemed pretty confident that Citlali's traps won't.
Yeah, he sure did. Which is a little odd, but fine, I suppose.
Whoa, what a lineup. We'll be unstoppable.
Glad to be working with you.
I'm gonna tentatively assume we're not gonna counter anything too aggressive here. That may not be true, but it'll be fine. Oh, interesting. Okay, is this gonna be another drop out of the sky scenario, or are we good here? I wonder.
We made it in without a hitch. Maybe Citlali's traps can recognize us after all. Wait, look! There's someone there! Hi! Are you okay? Can you hear us? Is he asleep? Or sick? Do you think this is the guy Auroron was talking about?
I mean, like, probably there's nobody else here that we can see right now. Of course. I mean, like, he seems okay, just a little off.
Also, what the heck's been going on here? Lots of strange and mysterious stuff around. Could be. Let's get Auroron in here. He'll know what this is all about.
Oh,
Sorry, Granny.
All grown up now, are we?
I'm truly sorry.
no, you aren't. Because if you were, you wouldn't have done it. And you wouldn't be a brat about it either.
Now that you're one of the
Gosh.
6 heroes, you think you can do as you please, do you? Well, explain yourself, you dummy. How exactly were you thinking of helping that spirit duffer?
Auroron! And, hey, Citlali.
Huh? Huh? When did you guys... Oh, drat. I wasn't expecting them. And now the Traveler probably caught me yelling at Auroron. Oh, this is not a good look for me. Hello there, you two. We were just, Auroron and I we were, play acting.
Yeah. Somehow I don't buy that. Maybe it's the fact that you're using your obvious lie voice.
You know, acting out some scenes from a light novel, quoting the lines. I didn't actually mean what I was saying. Right, Auroron?
Oh!
Huh? Yes, that's right.
This explains so much, doesn't it?
I owe you an apology too, Traveler. I asked you for help, but I forgot to watch my back and Granny caught me. And now we're play acting.
Uh-huh.
So what are you two up to exactly? Did something happen to this poor guy?
Yeah, Leela's his name. He got into some trouble during a clairvoyance session. It's a kind of spell that lets your spirit leave your body, so you can access secret knowledge. You know what a medium is, right? You've probably come across them in novels. Anyway, it's similar to that. Leela's problem is his spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
So in other words, his body's here, but his soul's gone?
Well, technically the soul and the spirit aren't quite the same thing, but yes, in a nutshell, that's basically it.
Uh-huh. Right, okay. And the way to fix that, presumably, would be to go fetch his spirit somehow? I'm guessing that's why Auroron wants to be involved, huh? He's probably the only one who can. Ish.
I just wanted to help bring Leela's spirit back.
And I wouldn't have stopped him if it was anyone else. But the issue is, Mr. Leela here is what we call a spirit duffer.
What's a spirit duffer?
Someone with no spiritual sensitivity whatsoever. Spirit duffers can't sense or control spirits, much less use spells on them. Now, there are certain methods that can force even spirit duffers into a clairvoyant state. But, well, I mean, look what happened to Mr. Leela. The spells of the Masters of the Nightwind are all based on dealing with spirits, and so are all our problem-solving methods. So for spirit duffers, even our healing methods don't work on them. So, if they get into trouble trying to use a spell, there's basically nothing we can do.
Yes, there is. As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
You hear that? No prizes for guessing what Auroron's bright idea was.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, because of your special constitution, right? But isn't that kind of risky for you?
I'll be fine. Granny's just worrying too much. I'm feeling fine now, so I should be able to do it safely. Besides, it's probably our only hope of bringing Leela back.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't like should when it comes to safety. That's not a fun word there.
Don't kid yourself. What happens if it's not as safe as you're hoping, We both know you'll risk it all to try and rescue him anyway. Honestly, you're such an idiot sometimes.
This is a tricky one. It's true that Auroron could be self-sacrificing to a fault, but it's also true that Lolly tends to worry too much.
Yeah, neither. I'm not taking a side on this one.
You're darn right Granny Eatsley's got a plan. Why else do you think I'd be here?
Okay, is it a good one? I hope.
Huh? You do?
Wait, really? You actually know a way to save him?
Yes. I mean, it's a crude solution. But that's beside the point. The point being, don't interfere when Granny's already got things under control. Anyway, Traveler, I was actually going to ask for your help on this. My plan will take quite a lot of work, and it's a little too much for one person.
Oh, great! Well, it's a good thing Auroron brought us here then.
I intend to use a two-pronged approach. The first is the crude method. Basically, it's looking for a needle in a haystack. See the thing I've drawn around Leela's body? That's a gateway to the Night Kingdom.
Okay. Purple spray paints or gateways. Gotcha.
Once the gateway is activated, all roaming spirits in the area will be drawn to it. If we're lucky, we'll find the one that belongs to Leela.
And if we're not?
I'll lend you some of my power like last time, so you can use my clairvoyance. It only works if you use this projection sensor first, though. So don't forget that step. Don't worry, this time nothing can go wrong. You'll just feel like you're in the Night Kingdom, and you'll see a lot of roaming spirits around you. All you need to do is gather them up. You can leave Aurora on to sift through them and find Leela. Since he wants to help so bad, he can take the hardest job. Draw him back, using what I know about the instincts of spirits. As we all know, clairvoyance is usually conducted with the goal of unraveling mysteries. If we can find out what mystery Leela wanted to learn the truth of, we can use that to draw his lost spirit back here. I'll do some clairvoyance of my own, and channel it through Leela's body. That should give me some idea of what he was thinking.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets it now. The first approach is like fishing with a net, and the second is like fishing with bait. Just like how Aurora wanted us to lure you away with the promise of light novels.
Paimon, maybe don't mention that one right in front of her.
Your point would have been just as clear without the example, Paimon.
What? Don't think I won't revisit this later.
But Granny, it's amazing that you can use a person as a clairvoyance medium. I always thought you had to use inanimate objects.
Oh. You know she knows all your tricks, right? That is not gonna work.
You can't flatter your way out of this one. But you're not wrong. A person without a spirit is just a physical shell, which, for our purposes, makes them an inanimate object. Traveler, just over there is my spirit loom, which will record the fragments I see during clairvoyance. Once I begin, please arrange them on a woven scroll for me. Let me know when you're ready. We should get to work.
Okay.
Are you ready? Don't worry, the spirit loom is very easy to use. I know this is your first time working with it, but I have a feeling you'll do great.
Oh, pretty. Okay. We're puzzle solving. I see. How cute. More or less, at least. No, that's more here. Okay. We're gonna need a face. And... oh, that's a neck, kind of. Okay. Okay, so this one needs to come above. Okay, we're getting there. Huh. Alright.
Oh, the woven scroll is ready. This looks like a person. Who is it?
That actually looks so much cooler now that it's like all together. That's kind of fun.
Huh? It's Sanhaj Kampore.
Huh? You mean that Sanhaj? Auroran's ancient name hero guy?
That's right. He was not only one of the 6 heroes, but also a legendary border master of our tribe. 500 years on, and the remains of his spirit is still so strong.
Border Master is an honorable title, by the way. It's only given to powerful figures like Granny Seatlali.
No, not like me. The most powerful border masters can expand the borders of the Night Kingdom, and temporarily manifest part of it in the real world.
What does that mean?
I'm no amateur with border spells, but Sanhaj is in a league of his own. They say his border mastery was what turned the tide in the Battle of the Mare Javari 500 years ago. Legend has it that Sanhaj summoned a miniature Night Kingdom and exploded it to defeat the encroaching Dark Calamity.
Okay, so it's basically like a space that you don't care what happens in then. Kind of like a pocket dimension ish.
Whoa, he must have been really strong.
Of course, it came at a great price. As far as I understand, both Sunhaj and Tainoch, the leader of the tribal coalition forces, gave their lives to activate this spell. I don't know what Leela was thinking. Even I'd think twice before seeking out Sanhaj Kampore during clairvoyance. So what sort of spirit duffer in their right mind would... I guess folly is the greater part of bravery. I'm starting to feel like something else is at play here. I think I'll pay a visit to his house and see if I can find any clues. Yep, you can keep gathering the roaming spirits. That won't be affected. Hopefully you do find Leela that way, because it'll save us an awful lot of trouble. But before that, it looks like we now have another problem on our hands. Connecting with the spirit of Sanhaj Kampore has caused quite a stir. I think we may have just spooked all the monsters in the area.
Ah, delightful. What great fun.
Traveler, if you've got some time, could you go and get them to pipe down a bit? We don't want them to start attacking innocent bystanders.
It's fine. I can handle that.
Oh no, you're staying right here, mister. The Traveler has enough to do already without coming to your rescue.
She really does have zero faith at all in him, huh? It is a bit unfortunate. Like, I understand protectiveness, because, like, he's a little bit of an idiot, but...
Alright then. Sorry, Traveler. Over to you, I guess.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The most important thing right now is getting Leela's spirit back.
He's not, like, completely useless or anything.
Alright, I'm heading out. See you guys later.
He does just fine. Poor guy. Oh, something's happened. Ah, okay. So we've got all kinds of options. There's this one, which it looks like has got all kinds of different things we can put together. That's so many. Okay. Evil Banisher, which looks like fighting. Kind of. Okay, we can do that. That could be kind of fun. And then I have absolutely no idea. Let's go see, shall we? Okay, so we have to, like, herd them, essentially. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Who do I want? I feel like Shalonen's a solid choice here. Movement speed seems to be the name of the game, so. Okay. Seems to be a general agreement between people, so that's good. Ah, I see. We're in boxes. We are stuck. Oh.
Following me.
Come on. I feel like, oh, go. Oh. I see. So they're like following me now. They follow you. Interesting. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think I stole your guys. Get in. Okay. I mean, this is kind of cute. It definitely feels like a thing that will get, like... a thing that will become a little rough to do and do and do. So I'm hoping we don't have to repeat this like 5 million times at the very least. I really hope so. Hello. Okay, yep. So seems to be kind of just a repeat, huh? Oh, no, there's other things. Curious. Okay, so they do add mechanics. That's good. Every once in a while. At least every round there will be a new one, which is good. Get in. We're just like out of things. Oh, that's what those are. I see. Okay, so the... Oh.
What's the...
Oh, there's another one. Okay. Clearly,
What's the hurry?
some of our friends here didn't fight. Oh. Ah. That's Kaya. Somebody's being Kaya. That's fun. I do wish, like, there's all these movement speed up things, but, like, they don't really do anything for you, it feels like, just because there's, like, not really... Oh. Because the spirits are just stuck. They're the fastness that they are, as it were. Okay, so now there's magic storms that push, which is kind of fun. Whoa. That was weird. This is a really interesting group, isn't it? I feel like Nahida is not one who I'd bring to this. Just personally. Seems like a mildly poor choice. Alright, we need to get these through here. Good job, everybody. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Oh, alright, so we do keep the same, all of the same things. Oh. In. Shoo, go on. Oh, we've got another thing. Okay. Well, that's certainly cute enough, I have to say. That's very adorable. Let's see what else have we got? Oh, that's a secondary quest. We've also got, so we've done this a couple times. This one, this is the fighting one, I think. Let's go try and do that, because that feels like it could be fun. Probably should put together a slightly better team, though. Okay. Banishing Aura. Fun. Gonna make the very tentative assumption that this team will be acceptable. And if they aren't, I'll be a little sad, and we'll have to go with the Kamiich team. Or the alternative option. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can make that work. Excellent. Oh, they don't let you keep your team. That's okay. That's fine. I'll just put them back. Back in order, as always. I'm curious to see how this goes, because I haven't actually been able to use the mostly Hydra team in one of these combat challenges for a hot minute.
Show me your moves! Letting brave names echo!
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Wind strike! Clouds high!
The birds come!
Well, well. Here comes another.
There we go.
Show me your curves.
Time to shine.
Whoa, alright.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Carving waves. Let's shred, Sharky. Shower me with praise. Let the world come alive.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
As one with wind and cloud!
Okay, so you have to really pay attention to what that thing is saying, don't you? Because otherwise it like just does not.
Time to shine.
Fallen leaves, adorn my
Fully.
night!
Come on, show me your.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Okay, then we need some more swirl. Come on, come back.
Clouds
There we
high.
go.
The birds come!
Perfect.
Bring it.
Let the world come alive. Carving waves. Let's shred, Sharky.
Okay, that's kind of fun. I will say it's a lot to pay attention to with like actually watching the little like make sure you do this and this things on the left hand side. Also, I didn't realize they were there for a while. I just sort of got it by accident, I think. But that is fun. Once you get a hang of it at least. Okay, interesting. Okay, a lot of electro. So you'd almost want to use the Knish team here, although they're not as good at AoE. But what? Oh, deal hydro and then charged attack. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay. So, clearly we need to do that. Which, if we're doing that, then that means the Knish team is kind of out, even though that's typically what I would go with for that group. This really is just sort of random, isn't it? I mean, I'm probably going to run the team I just ran. They do fine with most things. We'll see how it goes. You, and then we'll just have to remember to do charged attacks. So, Mualani probably. She's got my most high base attack. I don't really have anybody who, like, actively uses charged attacks well, other than, like, any of my bow users, so that's, like, Tainari exclusively. But, which I guess, I mean, it could be a thing. But it feels like a silly thing. Like, you might as well at that point. He's not leveled to the point where he's useful here. We're just gonna use Mualani's charge attack and it's gonna be fine. Probably yes. It's certainly not for anybody who I possess. But that would make sense.
Imagine's veins boil.
Time to shine.
So,
Time to go.
yeah, we're just gonna kind of run around and charge attack a couple people just for funsies. Clearly not gonna be very functional, but it is what it is.
Tide rises.
That's at least, like, not terrible. Close. Alright, there we go.
Best of luck. Shower me with praise.
tell I don't do charged attacks very often.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Here we go.
As one with wind and cloud.
Definitely not going so well, but as anticipated.
Let's shred, Sharky!
Yeah. Okay. About how I expected that to go. Okay, here is an actual proper option. Probably. Okay, crystallize. We can do that. And then elemental skill damage. Okay. Well, that's clearly a Navia problem. So that's you, there. You as Hydro Apply. We need somebody else. We could do Noelle and then use her as a DPS. That could be kind of fun. Never done that before. As like a secondary. I don't even know who else we would toss here. I mean, it would probably be just like somebody random with application of some type. So maybe Zhonling could be okay. She's off-field application. Yeah, you know what? Let's try that. We just need to give... Hello? Yes, I see that. Thank you. Goodness. You need some artifacts. No, absolutely not. You need to steal those from somebody. Oh... Let's see. Yeah, you can have that. I think I gave you all of your gear to Auroron temporarily. That would make sense. 'Cause clearly I gave it to someone, and he does seem to be the person holding all of it, so... Gonna assume that's correct. Yeah, that's stuff. Is that Dendro? That's not right. Does Zhonling have your other? God. Oh no, she does. Well, that's not quite right either, but that's at least something. Goodness. Oh, and then of course Zhonling needs something. Then. This is the problem with not having her have any set anything at all. Okay, but this is just a random decision, so attack is... What does Navia have right now then? I'm so confused. Oh, sure, okay. That's fine. Let's try it. I don't know.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive! After throwing him into the fire! You're toast! Hey there! Coming at you! Attack!
Oh, alright.
Letting brave names echo!
Coming at you! Attack! Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! Watch out! Coming at you!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
That's not fire!
There we go. That'll get us some more crystallized, finally.
Nice and spicy! Hey there! Hey there! A proper send-off from the speaker!
Letting brave names echo!
recharge coming from somewhere here.
Coming at ya!
I'm really not clear where it is.
Attack!
That's the whip.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Time to shine!
Fire! Well, eat this!
Letting brave names echo!
Let my name echo in song!
Nice and spicy.
Huh. Okay. It's one of those rare cases where Geo actually gets to shine a little bit. That was kind of fun. It's been a minute since it's been worth using her. Alright, I really don't have anyone better who can do this, so I think that's where we have to stop here. These are actually decent. At least the last one's like not something you need. It's a moderately helpful thing, which they do tend to do on things like this, which is one small thing I appreciate. But that was fun. I enjoyed that. And I do believe our last puzzle should be a record style thing, yeah? I think so, at least. Let's see if we can do any more weaving here. And if it's all the same, of course, because that's always what I'm interested in, too. If it's a little repetitive, we won't have to do it on stream. I'll go do it after. Oh, goodness. Uh-huh. Okay. So we've got this piece that kind of goes there, it looks like. Ish, but that's on the top, so that's not actually where it goes. That goes, no, not there. There? Down one. There. So that's that piece, and then we need, this needs to come elsewhere. Okay. That goes there. Then we need our human being to go, oh, in the very back. There. And some hair, presumably. Huh. Okay, that's a little bit of a weird shape for that, but alright. And then here, there. But that's not quite right, because that's the back, I think. Goodness. There. No. Down one. There. Nope, that's not it either. It is there. But there's a gap. It can't be there. No, wait, this is the background. I see. Okay. There. Probably. And there. Okay. Huh. Oh, they just have got all kinds of things, haven't they? Alright, well, we don't have to do that on stream. We'll, go do some waiting, apparently, since we need to wait till the next day for whatever reason. Talk to Sitlolly again. Ah, okay. Gone too far. We're not far enough. Not really clear on that one. Depends on where we started, I suppose. Okay, well, Auroran's here, still. Did he just spend the night standing here, do you think? Because that's kind of what's being implied here. Not that I wouldn't believe it of him, but that is a bit silly.
Hey, everyone.
Ah, Granny. You're back.
So, no good news for me then?
You saw right through me. The Traveler collected a lot of spirits, and I checked all of them one by one. None of them matches Leela's description.
I figured. It was written all over your face. It's alright. I didn't exactly have high hopes for the needle in a haystack approach anyway.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. Leela's parents told me that he made a new friend recently, and apparently he's been out of the house for days at a time. On one occasion, they secretly followed him and saw him and his friend tinkering around with something at a camp. Yeah, some guy who goes by the name Kokuchu, dressed in what looked like Inazuman attire.
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokuchu?
Based on my studies of the ancient texts, hypersensitivity is usually treated with desensitization therapy. So, I figure there's no reason it shouldn't work in reverse. Now, for a poor chap like yourself with no sensitivity to spirits whatsoever, you'll have to completely immerse yourself in spiritually rich substances for this to be effective. I'm electing to name this approach hypersensitization therapy.
Oh, that's funny. Your favorite Pokemon. You're not wrong. It does sound exactly like that.
Is it risky?
You're the spirit duffer, not me. I'm sure you're more clued up than I am on the potential consequences of brute force clairvoyance. Ultimately, it's your decision.
All right, but I do have one last question. What's in this for you? People like me obviously don't have much clout in this tribe, so it's not like I can offer you much in return.
You think I'm looking for a reward? Oh, my good sir, take a look at my face. Isn't the answer written here clear as day?
What? What's written there?
Oh, he's the sort who takes things too literally, isn't he? Oh dear.
Just a friendly guy who's happy to help.
Uh-huh. You know, just a few things make me a little suspicious of that. Just a little.
What? So some random guy from Inazuma just felt like helping Leela cure his spirit deaferness?
Hypersensitization therapy, huh? What a novel idea. Could that really work?
Not on Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. But it was so fraught with risks and had such an abysmal success rate that it was eventually outlawed. As for this Kokuchu fellow, I'm sure he has his own agenda. He conveniently disappeared right after Leela got into this mess. Leela's parents gave me the address of the camp, so I went and checked it out. There were clear traces of spiritual energy. And also, look what I found.
Well, that's the random object that he was given, huh?
What's this?
A broken shard. Probably from a weapon or some sort of ceremonial implement. You feel that? It might look old, but it has extremely strong traces of spiritual energy. Leela must have used this as his medium. It would definitely explain how a spirit duffer like him was able to trigger a clairvoyant experience.
Wait, there's something else. It feels so familiar. I think this is somehow connected to my ancient name.
Connected how? Is it like a shard of an ancient name?
No, more like I think this item might have belonged to a previous bearer of my ancient name.
Okay, that's it. Granny's getting itchy clairvoyance fingers. I'm going to try using this shard as a medium.
Okay, just to see what you can find, I guess?
Cool!
Sure,
Same as last time?
Sitlali.
The Traveler can use the Spirit Loom to record what you find on a woven scroll.
Seems like a great idea.
Nope. Auroron can do the recording this time.
Why?
It's a safety measure. You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler. If this really is a Sanhaj relic, you'll be better placed to deal with the fallout in the event that something goes wrong.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fair.
Ah, see, Paimon? Told you Granny has a soft spot for the Traveler. Look at her not wanting to put her in danger. Meanwhile, I'm just a grandkid, so I'm expendable.
Not sure that's how it works, but
Hey,
okay.
what are you blabbing on about?
That was the least subtle thing ever. You cannot tell me that she didn't hear that.
Sorry, Granny. I'm ready now.
Then let us begin.
Alright, what's on the scroll this time? Looks like a broken bow covered in flames.
Hey, don't you think one of the pieces looks just like this shard?
Yeah, the middle bit.
You're right! It seems to be from the body of the bow.
I saw a bow just like this in one of Granny's scrolls.
Yes, it's the weapon Sanhaj used in the Battle of the Mare Javari. I guess that proves it. This shard is a bona fide Sanhaj relic.
Good old Sanhaj. The relic's spiritual energy was fluctuating very strongly, but I wasn't in any danger at all. The Traveler probably would have been fine as well.
Now that's a true hero, huh? Generations later and the stuff he used to own is helping to treat spirit duffers.
I mean, like, yes, but I don't know that this treatment could be considered a success considering, he's catatonic now.
I still think there's more to this story, though. Kokochu must have had his own motives beyond just treating Leela's condition.
Well, okay, we saw the full bow just now, right? Maybe he wanted to see it too, so he could track down the other pieces.
I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he'd have much use for a broken bow.
Also, why use a spirit duffer in that case? You're basically setting yourself up for failure.
Huh? Leela's body is responding!
Let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the relic.
Looks like Granny's plan is working. Leela's spirit is being drawn to the bait.
In that case, let me try again. This time using both Leela's body and the shard as mediums.
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
You got the itch too, huh?
Plus, Auroron went last time. It's only fair to take it in turns.
Oh. Kind of feels like we're part of the children now instead of, an adult, but that's okay.
Fine by me. We know it's safe now, so you shouldn't have any problems.
All right, if you insist. Be my guest. Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, let's do it.
You ready? All right.
Okay, what? Oh, that looks like a map. A nasty map. What? Okay. Well, this is... No. This one is in the far background with this one on top. That looks right. Kind of. Followed by... This is where it gets a little gross, isn't it? No, wait, it's... Never mind. It's this one. Then this one. That's why we're missing some pieces, or it feels like. Okay, followed by that one and that one. Those are not distinct pieces, especially at the end there. Ugh. I just kind of
Another
went
image
based
has
on
appeared.
size.
This one is a map.
Yeah, the wonkiest looking map ever.
A map? Of where?
Could it be the Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare Javari after what happened there. The ashes of the monsters and warriors who fought there covered the entire battlefield. Sometimes, bone-chilling cries would be heard from the depths. Other times, the whole region would become engulfed in towering flames, drowning out the cries. That place is full of untold dangers and mysteries. Over the centuries, the finest adventurers have tried to prove themselves by venturing in. Sadly, most ended up perishing there. That lasted up until around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening. People started speaking of an enormous dark creature the size of a mountain, roaming around inside the Mare Javari. And then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared. Nobody knows how, but that infamously ominous place just vanished from the face of the world.
I'm sorry. It disappeared? And nobody's concerned about that? I find that very concerning, actually.
What? How the heck?
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be before it disappeared. At the westernmost part of Natlan. It's a very remote location, far away from any of the tribes. There never used to be a settlement there, but there's more people since the Mare Javari disappeared. Anyway, that's just what I've heard. I've never been there myself. This is what age does to you. The older you get, the less adventurous you become.
That's just an excuse. Granny's too lazy to take a trip that far away.
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven scroll.
Oh, Leela's body is responding again.
Quite a strong reaction this time. Does this mean what he was really seeking was the Mare Javari's location?
Kinda sounds like it.
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete one.
This is creeping Paimon out.
It seems like the plan is working.
So, can we just wake him up now?
Not today. You might think bringing a spirit back into its body is like pouring water from one bottle into another, but it's far more complicated than that. I need to borrow a ceremonial sword and make some other preparations. It'll take me about 2 days. But don't worry, now that his spirit's returned, there's just one step left. Let's meet up again in 2 days.
Alrighty, well, that's about all I have time for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And you can catch me next Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST. And of course, as always, I will do my very best to post any announcements, changes to the schedule on the Discord. So you can catch those there through the link in my bio. I hope you have a super awesome afternoon, morning, or evening, whichever time it is for you. Have a good one.